And Mr. Dan, a big congrats on I'm Your Man. It's an artificial romantic comedy with a great big heart and an even greater, bigger brain.
Thank you very much. I like your background. That's very apt.
Thank you. Thank you. And you're always a delight to watch and to talk to. Last year, I spoke with you for Eurovision, and now here you are as a robot with a heart in I'm Your Man. So tell us, what got you interested in joining the cast?
Well, it was a huge challenge, to get to take part in a German language movie. It's not something I'd done for a long time. And I really enjoy speaking German. And so, the challenge of acting in a second language. But mainly it was the fact that it was such a sweet, funny, playful, but also very thought-provoking story. And, I was delighted to discover that and really excited to get to work with Maria Schrader, who did Unorthodox. And, it was just a whole heap of things that made me, want to take a shot at this.
I read somewhere that you're fluent in both French and German, but the German that you use here is different or slightly different. Tell us more about that.
Well, my German is quite good. My French is average. And my German was okay beforehand, but the German required for this role, particularly in the beginning, is sort of deliberately heightened and very, very complex, and kind of, even for a German, it's just like, why is he talking like that, and just delivering some very, very strange sentences, very long, long sentences with big words. And so that was a real challenge, and that was the main criteria for the director. She said, look, if you can learn all this stuff and deliver it at the speed that I need for this android, you can come over to Berlin and be my Tom. So that was a challenge, and I definitely improved my German very, very much last summer by just immersing myself in that city and having everyone on set talk to me in German the whole time.
Oh, wow. Now you and Maren Eggert have great chemistry. Tell us the dynamics between your character Tom and her character Alma.
Yeah, Maren Eggert is a fantastic European actress, has worked a lot in French, actually. And so we had that in common, that we both sort of worked in a second language. But she's a very naturalistic performer, very human in a way. And so I think Maria deliberately wanted to cast someone like that in the Alma role, and somebody, preferably a foreign actor who could speak German, to have that sense of otherness about him, that would kind of jar against Alma in a way. And so you have this almost like screwball comedy format where it's like these two are never going to be together. Like, this is crazy. Right. Look at him and look at her. And then, as we chart the story, they come closer and closer together. And that was so fun to get to play with. And I think, quite frustrating for her at times not to get the usual human response in a scene. But we found our groove, and she's a wonderful performer.
And do you think, honestly, I'll ask you what the movie asks of us. Do you think it's possible to fall in love with an AI?
I mean, I think it's, the miracle is more that we fall in love with another human being. We are so strange and so full of imperfections. And, I think that's what the film really, really looks at. It kind of turns the lens back on humanity and how odd we are. And also how, it's the imperfections in all of us that make us, I guess, sort of attractive or relatable. And that, that's really what makes us human, is not the sort of the perfect deployment of certain movements or mannerisms, or the perfect execution of certain situations. It's actually how wrong we get it sometimes that makes us kind of beautifully human.
The flaws of being human, right? Very good. A big congrats, and I'm Your Man again, Mr. Dan. It's sweet and smart, rare nowadays in movies, and you will always be my man, Mr. Dan. Bye for now. Good luck on everything.
Thank you very much. Bye.